Hello and welcome to the next class by the Epsom Physiotherapy and Sports Injury Clinic. We have Gabby on the right and Joe on the left. So remember that Gabby is a lordotic and Joe is a sway. So we're going to start with the first exercise. This is a slightly faster paced class. So Gabby on the right is going to be doing the slightly easier versions and Joe on the left is going to be doing the slightly harder versions. So we're going to start Joe off first for every exercise for those of you who know what you're doing. So the first exercise we're going to do is we're going to stand on our toes. So we're going to rise up with the ball between our heels. You can also fold a cushion between your heels. You can choose to exhale as you lift or inhale as you lift. And you can do this as fast or as slowly as you wish. So just think about your posture. If you're a lordotic like Gabby, you need to make sure your pelvis is tilted so that your pubic bone is slightly pulled up at the front and your tailbone is down, because normally you would tilt your pelvis forwards and tip the water out the front of the bowl. And if you're a sway like Joe, you need to make sure that as you're going up on your toes, you lead with your chest so that your chest stays in front of your pelvis. Rather than your pelvis leading the movement, because that's what the sways tend to do. So you can breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Make sure you're squeezing the ball between your heels and that the feet are close enough together so that you feel when you go up on your toes you're not going to lose the ball. Lovely. And then we're going to stand on one leg. So we're going to transfer our weight onto the left leg. Breathing out as you squeeze the ball, inhale to change leg, that's it, and then breathe out as you squeeze. So just engaging the pelvic floor and the lower abdominals. Remember your Pilates breathing, so you're trying to breathe into the sides of the ribs and not into the tummy. So you keep the tone in the tummy muscles, and then you don't try and lift the leg off the floor too much. So as you transfer your weight, your foot barely leaves the floor. And then you're standing very vertical on the supporting leg. Lovely. Good. So breathing out through your mouth, lovely, and breathing in through the nose, making sure your hands are hanging in front of your thighs, especially if you're a sway. We don't want the hands next to the thighs because that tells you that your pelvis is too far forward. Last couple. Lovely. And then we're going to do a roll down, keeping the ball between your heels. Joe's going to roll all the way down. Gabby's going to roll halfway down just to show you an option, where if you've got a dodgy back, you're just thinking about doing a cat stretch with the knees bent and then breathing out as you come back up. So inhale to prepare, breathing in, breathing out, rolling down all the way. Breathing in at the bottom and then breathing out. As you come up, you tuck your tummy up and your pelvis comes right up, good, and then the spine follows. The head comes up last, good. We're going to do a couple more of those. Breathing in at the top, breathing out all the way down. Gabby, you're just going to your knees, and then breathing out as you come back up, starting with the tailbone down, the pubic bone comes up, and then the spine follows, the head comes up last. Last one, inhale to prepare. Breathing out, keep the tummy working and the pelvic floor working, particularly as you come back up. So you breathe in at the bottom, and then as you come back up, you think about tightening the pelvic floor, sucking the deep abdominals in so the tummy button comes up, lovely, and the head comes up last. Good, so we're going to lie on the floor with our ball between our knees, and we're going to start off with a spine curl. So palms up, shoulders back. Make sure your head's on a head cushion. Start with your feet together. Walk your heels apart and then straighten your feet. Lovely. So hands on the carpet, palms up, a little bit wider, Gabby. That's it. So just settle your shoulders into the floor. Really turn your thumbs up now. So you turn your thumbs right over and just feel the muscles between the shoulder blades, the dart and the dumbwaiter muscles, just activating the shoulder blades to move towards the floor. And then we're going to start with an imprint. So breathing in. As you squeeze the ball, you're going to imprint the spine into the floor. Good. Breathing in to release. Making sure that you're not releasing into an arch, particularly if you're a lordotic like Gabby. So you're exhaling and squeezing the ball, imprinting the spine flat on the floor, really turning those arms, palms up, and keeping those shoulder blades pressed into the floor. Breathing in. As you breathe out, squeeze the ball, imprint the spine. Use your pelvic floor and your deep abdominals to suck your tummy button in. Last one of those as a warm-up. We're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to squeeze that ball, imprint the spine by flattening your spine into the floor, and then we're going to take that into a spine curl. So you're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, you're going to squeeze the ball, imprint the spine, tilt your pelvis now, and come up into a spine curl, but not too high. Remember that you need to keep the spine concave and the tummy hollow. Breathing in at the top and breathing out as you come back down. Good, so you can squeeze the ball every time you breathe out. So as you go up, you can squeeze the ball. Good, making sure you keep your chin tucked in and your neck nice and long. And then you can breathe out as you come back down. Very good. Breathing in. As you breathe out, just think about lengthening the spine. Remember that chain as you lift one link at a time. The tummy stays hollow. Yeah, and you don't push the tummy too high. You keep that hollow, concave feeling at the front. We're going to do one last one without adding any legs. Breathing out as you come up. Good. Breathing in at the top and breathe out on the way down. Good. Then we're going to add straightening the leg for Joe. Gabby can just walk on her toes. So breathing in. As you breathe out, spine curl up. Good. And then you can straighten one leg or walk on your toes. If your back's slightly dodgy today, you can choose whichever version of these exercises you prefer, depending on how you're feeling today. Good. So breathing out, straighten one leg, Joe. Breathing in, come down. Good. Breathing out. If you can keep the ball between your knees, then try and do that just to keep the knees the same distance apart. If you want to take the ball away, you can. Gabby's just lifting one heel as she exhales, and then she can come down and have a rest. Good. So take the ball away, Joe. Keep the ball there, Gabby. That's it. And we're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, we're going to do kicking into arabesque this time. So we're going to spine curl up. Good. And then Gabby's going to try just lifting the foot off the floor as Joe does full kicking into arabesque. Good. And then just bend the knee to the chest as you inhale, point the toes to the ceiling, flex the foot down, and then place it on the floor. Good. Then bend the knee to the chest and point the toes to the ceiling as you inhale. Breathe out, flex the foot down as low as you can, and then place the foot down. Good. Gabby's just trying to lift her foot just slightly off the floor as she goes onto the toes. That's it. So she's just leaving the floor. She's keeping the ball between the knees. She's walking on her toes, one foot at a time, and then you can come down in between Gabby and have a little rest. Last couple, Joe. So breathing in, bend the knee to the chest, point the toes to the ceiling, breathe out, flex the foot to go down. Good. 2 more of those. Gabby, you can just do a couple more. Very nice. So if you're doing the kicking into arabesque, you bend your knee into your chest and point your toes to the ceiling as you inhale and flex the foot and breathe out as you stretch down. Good. And then both come down and have a rest. Good. Okay, so we're going to do some curl-ups now. So Gabby's going to put her hands behind her head. Joe's going to bring her feet up one at a time into double knee fold. And keep her knees together, feet together. Good. So Joe's going to do a reformer style curl-up. So she's going to have her arms facing away from her and shoulders down. So just do a couple of shoulder drops, Joe, just to make sure your shoulders are down. Gabby, you're going to curl up straight to look at the ball as you curl up. Joe, you're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, curl up into the 100 position. Inhale down. Good. So just like a reformer curl up. Breathing out to curl up. Good. Breathing in to go down. Very good. So Joe is just thinking about pressing her hands down towards the floor as her shoulders come up. So on the reformer, your hands need to come lower than your shoulders. Well done. Breathing in to lower. Gabby's just thinking about squeezing the ball and curling up. That's lovely. From the shoulders. So the shoulders come up higher. That's it. So off the mat. Breathing in as you lower. Breathing out to come up. Breathing in to lower. Lovely. And Gabby, just squeeze the ball, and Joe, just squeeze your knees together. Remember to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Well done. Breathing in to go down. We're going to do 2 more. Breathing in to lower. Good. We're going to do some obliques now. So Gabby's just going to keep her hands behind her head. Joe's going to reach to the opposite knee as she curls up. One arm goes into the 100 position. Breathing in, down. Good. Breathing out, reaching one arm into the 100 position, the other hand to the opposite knee. Very good, Joe. And then Gabby's blowing towards the opposite thigh. So you curl up. Good. Not too much twist. It's more about curling up with a small twist. Very nice. So the armpit comes towards the opposite knee and not the elbow. So we're not flapping the elbows if you've got your hands behind your head. Very good. Making sure you're breathing out as you come up and breathing in on the way down. Last set, breathing out to come up, breathing in to go down. Good. Making sure you've done the same number on both sides, so 1 more if you need to. Very good. And then we're going to rest. Good. So feet down one at a time, Joe. Gabby, you're going to take the ball out from between your knees and pop it above your head. And we're going to do leg circles. So rest your arms down. You can have them palms up or palms down, but just make sure your shoulders are nicely resting on the floor. And then we're going to stretch one leg up to the ceiling. So Gabby's just going to show you a slightly bent knee version for those who've got tight hamstrings. And then we're going to circle 5 times in one direction and 5 times in the other. Keep the circle relatively small. So Gabby's going to do a really small circle, and Joe's going to do a slightly larger circle. And Gabby, you can keep the other leg bent. Joe, if you want to, you can straighten that other leg down, as long as you keep your tummy in and your back on the floor. If you're stretching that other leg down, 5 in one direction and 5 in the other. If you're stretching the other leg down and you feel your back arching, then you just need to bend that knee back up again. So when you've done 5 in each direction, change legs. Good. And Gabby's going to keep her knee bent, and then the lifted leg also slightly bent. Joe's going to straighten both legs really straight and circle around her hip joint. So both of you need to go in both directions, across the body and out away from the body equally. And then when you've done 5, go in the other direction. And then breathing out to go out, away from the body. Inhale to come across the body. Keeping the pelvis as still as you can. And rest. Well done. Okay, so we're going to do the single leg. We're going to do the series of 5 now. And we're going to start with a single leg stretch. Gabby's going to do an easier version. So Joe, you're going to bend the knees to the chest one at a time. Gabby, you're going to bend the knees to the chest one at a time. And you're going to put your hands behind your head, Gabby. And Joe, you're going to hold the opposite hand on the opposite knee. And we're just going to breathe out. So hand on the opposite knee, outside hand on the calf, Joe. And we're going to stretch one leg away as you curl up. Good. Straight. And then looking at your outstretched leg, Joe, you're going to stay up. Good. And then switch. Good. And Gabby, you're going to go down. That's it. And then up. Good. So Gabby's just doing a version of this with one leg stretched up towards the ceiling and hands behind the head to make it easier, going down in between each one. Joe's doing a really nice slow version of the single leg stretch. You can go as fast or as slow as you like. So if you want to speed it up, you can, but you just use your breathing as the rhythm. Well done. So we're just going to do a few fast ones if you want to. Not Gabby though, just keep it steady. And then we're going to rest. Well done. Hug your knees to your chest, one hand on each knee, feet together, knees apart. Good. So Joe's going to do the intermediate version of the double leg stretch. Gabby, keep your heels together, knees apart. Gabby's going to do the Bentley version. So we're going to curl up into the double leg stretch, arms down by your side, squeeze those knees together. Good. And then breathe in, down. You can do the adding the arms. Well done. And then breathing out. So Joe's just adding the arms for you so you can see breathing out to curl up into turn out. Inhale, flex the feet, arms up. Breathe out, point the toes, arms down and down. And Gabby's just curling up and going down. So curl up, inhale, flex the feet, arms up, breathe out, arms down, point the toes, and back to the beginning. Good. So I'm talking you through Joe's version. Breathing out, curl up into turn out, inhale, flex the feet, arms up, breathe out, arms down, point the toes, and back down. 2 more. Breathe out, curl up, inhale, flex the feet, arms up, breathe out, arms down, point the toes, inhale down. Last one, breathing out, curl up into turn out, inhale, flex the feet, arms up, breathe out, arms down, point the toes, and rest with the knees bent. Good. So now we're going to do scissors. So Gabby's going to put one foot on the floor and one leg up to the ceiling. Joe's going to stretch both legs up to the ceiling, curl up to hold on to one leg, both of you. So stretch both legs up. Good. Hold on the thigh, and then just very small scissors to start with, changing the legs, and then go down, Gabby. Breathe out, curl up, stretch. Good. So if you want to do the easier version, you've got one foot on the floor, and then you curl up intermittently, going down in between each repetition. If you want to do the full version, you've got both legs straight, holding behind the thigh, breathing out every time you lower that leg. You can go a little bit lower if you want to, very slowly, gradually lowering the other leg, just as long as your back feels completely flat on the floor. So you're trying to stay imprinted in this exercise. Very good. And then you're going to bend the knees to the chest and rest. Good. So we're going to do the crisscross now. So Gabby's going to put her feet down one at a time, and Joe's going to keep her feet slightly higher than the knees, with the knees and feet squeezed together. Good. We're going to both put the hands behind the head, and we're going to keep squeezing those knees and feet together and keep them still to start with. So we're going to breathe out, curl up to your left. Inhale all the way down. Good. So we're going to do 5 or 6 repetitions of this. So breathing out to the right. Inhale to come down. Good. Breathing out to the left. Lovely. Breathing in, down. Keep those knees still. Breathing out, curl up. Breathing in, down. Good. Keep the pelvis still and the knees still. If your knees are moving, your pelvis is probably wobbling. Very good. 2 more repetitions each side. Breathing out to curl up. Inhale to come down. Breathing out to curl up. Lovely. Inhale to come down. 1 more. Breathing out to curl up. And inhale to go down. Good. Now we're going to do repetitions of 4. So we're going to come up to the left, halfway down right, halfway down left, halfway down right, all the way down. Joe's going to stay like that with one leg stretching away as she does this. So Gabby's going to keep her feet down. Ready? Breathing out, curl up to the left. Inhale halfway down, breathe out to the right. Inhale halfway down, breathe out to the left. Good. Inhale halfway down, last one, out to the right. Inhale all the way down, have a rest. Keep those knees squeezed together, both of you. Breathing out, 1 more. Breathing out to the left. Inhale halfway down, breathe out to the right. Good. Inhale halfway down, squeeze those knees. Breathe out left. Inhale down. Breathe out right. Inhale down. Good. And we're going to finish with the 100. Arms down by your sides. Good. We're going to start in this position. So Joe, keep your feet in that position. Gabby, stay there. We're going to breathe out, curl up. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and blow, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and blow, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, blow, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, blow, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze your knees, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have a rest. Okay, we're going to do the second half of the 100 now. Gabby's going to bring her feet up into the intermediate position, and Joe's going to go into the advanced position. Breathing in. As you breathe out, curling up, palms facing the floor. Good. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and squeeze the knees, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and blow, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, pelvic floor, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, curl more, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep reaching, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hug your knees to your chest. So you can either just take a straight hug of the knees to the chest with the hands on the front, you can roll your knees from side to side, or you can roll them round and round, whichever you prefer. So for my back, I prefer just to pull the knees to the chest, breathing in and out normally, and then you can just roll your head from side to side on the cushion, and just rock and just release the neck after that series of 5. We hope you enjoyed this class, and thank you very much for watching.